Have you ever wondered why some people at the age of 60 still walk with ease, speak with a resonant voice, and carry eyes that shine with vitality, while many others of the same age struggle with heavy steps, shortness of breath, weary eyes, and restless nights stolen away from them? Is it simply fate, the inevitable law of time, or is there a hidden secret within the body? Aging brings changes that no one can avoid. Yet the truth is, not everything is dictated by time. There are silent factors, small nutrients often overlooked, that hold the key to resilience and the joy of living. When you are young, you rarely think about how the body works. You eat what you like, stay up late, work or exercise, and still wake up the next morning full of energy. But as you grow older, the body begins to send subtle signals. One morning you wake with a sore back. Another day you notice your sleep is no longer deep. Sometimes your memory feels uncertain. At times your heart races after the smallest effort. Many see these signals as normal signs of aging, yet in reality they are like secret messages from the body saying it is missing something. What is strange is that many accept these changes as a final sentence, surrendering to the belief that they can only slow down and weaken day by day. Yet there are also those who somehow maintain their strength, flexibility, sharp mind, and lasting joy. What makes them different? The answer is not found in a miracle or in expensive medicine. The secret lies in the way their bodies are nourished, in the presence of small but essential elements that most of us forget. Imagine your body as an old oil lamp. When the oil is full, the flame burns bright, warming and lighting the surroundings. As the oil runs low, the flame flickers, weakens, and eventually fades. Age is the time that drains the flame, but if you know how to add the right oil, the flame can continue to shine, steady and warm. The hidden nutrients we are about to explore are exactly that oil, silently fueling the flame of strength inside every person. And then the question arises, what truly creates this difference? How can a single orange, a short morning under the sun, or a small portion of familiar food transform the way you feel throughout the day? The answer lies in the treasures of nutrition that nature has gifted us, though not everyone knows how to unlock. In this journey, you will uncover nutrients that may seem ordinary, but in reality are the secret to sustaining strength, resilience, and vitality beyond the age of 60. As the years pass, the body begins to whisper in ways we often ignore. At first, it may be no more than a slight heaviness. When climbing the stairs, a momentary pause to recall a name that once came easily, or a restless night where sleep feels lighter than before. These are not dramatic events. They are subtle shifts that arrive quietly, and for many they are accepted as nothing more than the natural march of age. Yet beneath these quiet changes lies a deeper story, one that speaks not only of time, but of nourishment lost along the way. After 60, the body moves into a new rhythm. Energy that once seemed limitless now dwindles more quickly, and tasks that were once effortless may leave you feeling drained. Muscles recover more slowly, joints send out signals of stiffness, and bones no longer feel as strong as they once did. The mind too reveals its changes, as concentration falters and memory feels less sharp. Even emotions can shift, with patience growing thinner and motivation harder to summon. Many mistake these transformations as a simple sign that life is winding down, but the truth is often more intricate. Imagine the body as an intricate orchestra. When every instrument plays in harmony, the music flows effortlessly. But when even one instrument is out of tune, the melody weakens and the silence between the notes becomes more pronounced. In the same way, when certain nutrients quietly slip away from the body, the balance falters, and the entire system begins to feel the weight of fatigue, forgetfulness, and diminished strength. Science reveals that these changes are not only about aging cells, but also about deficiencies that creep in unnoticed. With time, the body absorbs less of what it needs. Digestion becomes less efficient, and appetite often decreases, creating gaps that were never there before. These gaps are not visible like wrinkles or gray hair, yet they shape how one feels each day. The stiffness in your knees, the fog in your memory, the sigh after a short walk may all be subtle reminders that the orchestra of your body is missing a few essential notes. And here lies the silent mystery. What if many of the struggles we associate with age are not inevitable, but rather signals pointing to something that can be restored? What if fatigue is not just about being older, but about a lack of fuel? What if restless nights are not simply the cost of age, but the echo of a body asking for what it has been missing? To see aging only as decline is to miss the hidden dialogue of the body. To listen closely is to realize that vitality may still be within reach, waiting to be unlocked. In the chapters ahead, we will uncover the hidden allies, those simple nutrients that stand like quiet guardians of strength, performance, and vitality. They are not rare or distant. They are present in the foods and routines that surround us every day. The challenge is to recognize them, to invite them back into our lives, and to allow them to restore the harmony of the orchestra that has always been within us. There is something almost mystical about the way sunlight touches the skin. A few gentle minutes beneath the morning sky can transform the mood, lighten the spirit, and awaken the body. What is less visible yet far more powerful is the silent process unfolding beneath the skin as sunlight begins its quiet work. This is where vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, begins to weave its influence. To many, it seems like a small detail of health, yet in reality, it is a cornerstone of strength, energy, and endurance, especially after the age of 60. Vitamin D does far more than strengthen bones. Though that alone is vital, it shapes the very foundation of muscle recovery, supports the rhythm of the heart, and even influences testosterone levels, the very hormone tied to vitality and performance in men. Imagine walking after a day of activity and finding your legs heavy, your back aching, your chest tight. Many dismiss these signs as inevitable consequences of getting older, but science points to a quieter explanation. A shortage of vitamin D leaves muscles weaker, slows their repair, and burdens the heart with extra strain. The result is not just fatigue, but a steady erosion of the confidence to move, to act, to live fully. The connection between vitamin D and testosterone is one of those secrets the body rarely reveals openly. Yet research shows that men with low vitamin D often struggle not only with physical strength, but also with a diminishing sense of vigor and drive. It is as if the body's inner flame burns more faintly when this vitamin is absent. That faint flame is not destiny, it is a reflection of a missing spark. To bring it back is not a matter of miracles, it is a matter of nourishment. And the source of this nourishment lies not in laboratories, but in the sky itself. Morning sunlight, soft and golden before the day grows harsh, is nature's most generous gift of vitamin D. 15 to 20 minutes of exposure, especially before mid-morning, allows the skin to convert light into life. Deep inside, cholesterol molecules shift and awaken into vitamin D, ready to fortify bones, muscles, and hormones. This natural rhythm is in perfect harmony with the body, something no supplement can fully replace. Yet here lies another secret. The timing and the way we receive this nutrient shapes its power. Supplements can help, especially for those whose routines or climates limit access to sunlight. But even here, the body speaks in whispers of caution. Vitamin D is absorbed best in the morning, paired with a meal that carries healthy fats such as milk, yogurt, nuts, or a spoon of oil. Without fat, the vitamin slips away, unused. Taken late at night, it may even disturb sleep as it touches the delicate balance of melatonin, the hormone of rest. So the body gives us clues, reminding us to let vitamin D enter with the morning, not the darkness. Food too holds its share of this quiet power. Milk, eggs, oily fish, mushrooms, these everyday ingredients hide within them the light of vitamin D. For generations, such foods have been part of simple meals, yet many overlook their deeper role. The warmth in a bowl of fish stew, the comfort of a glass of milk, or the earthy taste of mushrooms carry more than flavor. They carry vitality. The mistake many make is chasing pills while neglecting these humble treasures. Natural sources bring not only the nutrient, but also fibers, proteins, and supporting compounds that help the body use vitamin D more fully. For those who feel their knees ache, their spine weaken, their muscles recover slowly, the body may be whispering of this very deficiency. Restoring vitamin D does more than ease the pain, it resets the inner battery of life. Calcium finds its place in the bones again, muscles regain their strength, and energy no longer fades so quickly after effort, confidence returns, not as an illusion but as a natural state of balance. Think of vitamin D as a hidden lamp inside the body. Without it, life feels heavy, drained, and uncertain. With it, strength reawakens, endurance stretches further, and joy in living quietly blossoms again. After 60, this vitamin is no longer optional, it is essential. A secret battery that fuels not just bones and muscles, but also the very spirit of vitality. To ignore it is to let the flame flicker, but to embrace it is to watch the light within grow steady and strong once more. There is a quiet mystery hidden inside something as simple as a piece of fruit. A slice of orange, a handful of berries, or even the crisp bite of a red bell pepper carries within it a force that most people underestimate. That force is vitamin C. For many, it is associated only with warding off colds or boosting immunity during winter. Yet its role stretches far deeper, especially for those whose bodies have crossed the threshold of 60 years. It is not just a vitamin, it is an invisible shield, guarding cells, strengthening vessels, and preserving vitality in ways that feel almost magical once you begin to notice them. Think of the blood vessels in your body as rivers carrying life to every corner. Over time, these rivers lose their flexibility, the walls stiffen, the flow weakens, and the organs and muscles downstream begin to thirst. Vitamin C keeps those rivers supple and resilient, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach where they are needed. Without it, recovery slows, fatigue lingers, and the spark of energy that once seemed effortless begins to fade. Many older men notice that after even a simple walk or an intimate moment, their energy collapses suddenly. The hidden reason may be that their vessels lack the support that vitamin C quietly provides. This vitamin also protects collagen, the very fabric that holds muscles, joints, and skin together. When collagen weakens, joints ache, skin loses its firmness, and muscles no longer recover as quickly. What feels like inevitable aging may in fact be the body crying out for this simple nutrient. The shield of vitamin C is not visible to the eye, but its absence is written across the body in stiffness, weakness, and the dullness of energy. Nature, however, has not hidden this shield far from reach. It has placed it in the everyday foods that surround us. Citrus fruits such as oranges and lemons, guava with its powerful tang, kiwis, papaya, strawberries, all are rich with vitamin C. Vegetables too carry this treasure, from red and yellow peppers to broccoli and tomatoes. In many traditions, there is also the revered amla, a small fruit known for holding one of the highest natural concentrations of vitamin C. The beauty of these sources lies not only in the vitamin itself, but in the fibers and plant compounds that accompany it, enhancing its effect in the body. Yet many make the mistake of chasing tablets while ignoring the living food that offers vitamin C in its most natural form. Supplements can play a role, but the body often responds better to what nature has designed, where the vitamin comes bound with fibers and flavonoids that unlock its full potential. Even a single serving of fresh fruit each morning can act like a silent guardian, refreshing the blood, protecting the vessels, and fueling the body for the day ahead. The timing too holds a subtle secret. Taken in the morning, vitamin C awakens the system, supports absorption, and brings clarity to the mind. A glass of water with lemon or a handful of guava or berries before breakfast allows the body to receive this gift when it is most receptive. Taken occasionally or irregularly, its power weakens, but when woven into daily life, even in small amounts, the shield grows stronger, steady, and dependable. Imagine an older man who feels drained after small exertions. He believes it is his age, that nothing can be done. Yet once he adds fresh fruit and vegetables rich in vitamin C to his daily meals, within weeks he notices a shift. His steps feel lighter, his breath deeper, his recovery faster. It is not a miracle, it is the body reclaiming what it was quietly missing all along. Vitamin C is more than protection against illness. It is the strength of the vessels that carry life, the resilience of muscles after effort, the glow of skin that still reflects vitality. It is the shield that stands between decline and renewal, quietly defending the body against the erosion of time. After 60, when every signal of the body feels more fragile, this invisible shield becomes not just helpful but essential. To hold an orange in your hand may seem ordinary, but within it lies a quiet promise. A promise that fatigue does not have to dominate, that recovery can still be swift, that vitality can still pulse through your veins. Vitamin C does not shout, it whispers. But those who listen will find themselves guarded by a force, both gentle and powerful, a shield invisible yet undeniable. There is a kind of fatigue that sleep cannot cure, a heaviness that lingers even after hours of rest. Many men over 60 know this feeling all too well. They wake up still tired, their muscles sluggish, their mind clouded, their memories slipping in ways that worry them. Some even notice a tingling in their hands or feet, or a strange weakness after moments of intimacy. These experiences are often dismissed as normal signs of aging, yet beneath them lies another secret, the quiet absence of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, the nutrient that fuels both body and mind. Vitamin B1 is more than a vitamin, it is the spark that ignites energy from the food we eat. Without it, the body cannot efficiently turn carbohydrates into fuel, leaving muscles drained and the brain deprived of clarity. Imagine trying to light a fire with damp wood. No matter how much effort you put in, the flame struggles, flickers, and dies. This is what life feels like without enough B1. Every effort feels heavier, every thought slower, every step more difficult than it should be. But the power of B1 extends beyond simple energy. It is deeply woven into the health of the nervous system, protecting nerves, supporting memory, and keeping reflexes sharp. When B1 is lacking, nerves lose their vitality, and what begins as mild tingling or forgetfulness can grow into persistent weakness or confusion. For men, its role is even more striking because B1 helps balance testosterone and supports the nervous pathways that sustain strength and performance. The absence of this nutrient can make vitality feel like a distant memory, when in truth it can still be recovered. Food has always been the natural vessel of B1. Whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, eggs, fish, and lean meats all contain this vital spark. In many traditional meals, these foods were part of daily life, but as diets grew more processed, much of this quiet fire was stripped away. White rice polished of its outer layers, bread refined until its essence is gone, meals heavy in sugar but light in nutrients, all of these slowly drain the flame of B1 from the body. And for those who eat little or no animal products, the challenge becomes even greater because plant sources alone rarely provide enough to sustain the body after 60. Here the body once again offers clues. Persistent fatigue, irritability, memory lapses, loss of appetite, even palpitations can all be signals of low B1. For some, the signs appear after moments of exertion, when instead of recovery they are left drained and aching. For others, it shows in the mind, in fogginess and frustration with tasks that once felt simple. These whispers from the body are not sentences, they are reminders, urging us to restore the flame. Supplements can help where diet falls short, and when taken wisely, they provide real relief. The morning is the best time to bring B1 into the body when the mind and muscles are ready to be fueled for the day. Taken at night, it may interfere with rest, but in the light of morning, it awakens energy and sharpens focus. Still, no capsule can replace the richness of real food. A bowl of oatmeal with seeds and nuts, a meal of fish with vegetables, or a simple egg breakfast can quietly stoke the fire within. Picture a man who begins his day sluggish and distracted. His energy dips quickly, his memory slips, and he accepts this as the inevitable burden of age. But once he reintroduces foods rich in B1 or begins a thoughtful supplement routine guided by care, he notices a change. His steps grow lighter, his focus sharper, his energy more stable. It is not youth returning, it is strength rediscovered, a flame rekindled where it once had dimmed. Vitamin B1 is that flame. It burns not with spectacle but with steadiness, fueling the muscles, supporting the nerves, and sharpening the mind. After 60, when energy and clarity feel fragile, this flame becomes more precious than ever. Without it, life feels dull and heavy, but with it, vitality shines again, reminding us that strength is not gone, only waiting to be reignited. The body is not a machine with isolated parts. It is a symphony where every element depends on the others to create balance. When one note falters, the melody weakens. But when all notes rise together, the music flows with power and grace. The same truth applies to the nutrients that sustain life. Vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamin B1 are each powerful on their own, but when they come together, they form a harmony that protects the body from decline and breathes vitality into every cell. Vitamin D is like the conductor of this orchestra. It directs calcium to the bones, strengthens muscles, fuels hormones, and ensures that recovery is swift. Without it, the music stumbles, bones weaken, muscles falter, and energy dissipate. Vitamin C enters as the guardian of the vessels, keeping the pathways of blood clear and resilient, allowing oxygen and nutrients to travel with ease. Without it, the rivers of life stiffen and flow less freely. Then comes vitamin B1, the spark, the rhythm that keeps energy moving, transforming food into usable strength and keeping nerves alive with clarity. Without it, the instruments of body and mind grow dull, tired, and confused. Individually, these nutrients carry weight, but together they create a force greater than the sum of their parts. Vitamin D ensures calcium can reach where it belongs, while vitamin C keeps those vessels flexible enough to deliver it. Vitamin B1 then fuels the muscles and nerves that depend on both strength and circulation to perform. It is as if one builds the structure, one protects the pathways, and one ignites the flame, and only when all three are present does the system operate with true harmony. Consider a man who has enough vitamin D but lacks vitamin C. His bones may be strong, yet his vessels stiff, his circulation sluggish, and his energy uneven. Or a man rich in vitamin C but lacking vitamin B1. His blood may flow smoothly, yet his muscles feel drained and his thoughts clouded. When one is missing, the balance collapses, leaving the body vulnerable, the music broken. But when all three are present, the body moves differently, steadier, lighter, fuller of life. The power of this combination is not dramatic like a drug, it is subtle and steady, like a current flowing beneath the surface. Day by day, it restores what age has taken, strengthening bones, protecting vessels, fueling nerves, and sharpening the mind. Over weeks, the difference grows undeniable. Stiffness softens, fatigue lifts, memory steadies, confidence returns. It feels less like becoming younger and more like becoming whole again, aligned with the rhythm that the body has always known. This harmony is within reach of anyone willing to listen to the body's whispers and respond with care. Sunlight in the morning, fresh fruits and vegetables, grains and proteins rich in B1, each act is a note in the melody. Alone they matter, but together they form a song of strength that defies the quiet erosion of age. It is not about chasing youth, it is about sustaining vitality, preserving the energy that allows life to be lived fully after 60. Think of these three nutrients as companions walking beside you. One carries the light, one holds the shield, one guards the flame. When they walk separately, the journey is uneven, but when they move together, the path feels steady and alive. That is the harmony of strength, the secret music that still plays within, waiting only for the right notes to awaken it. Knowledge alone does not change the body, action does. To understand the importance of vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamin B, one is the first step. But the true transformation begins when these nutrients quietly weave themselves into the rhythm of everyday living. The beauty is that none of them require rare or distant sources. They can be found in the foods and routines most people already know. What matters is intention, the small choices that accumulate into lasting strength. Start with the morning, the most powerful moment to set the tone for the day. Step outside for a short walk beneath the early light. 15 minutes of sunlight before the day grows harsh is enough to awaken the body's natural production of vitamin D. Pair this with a breakfast that includes a source of healthy fats, perhaps milk, yogurt, or a handful of nuts. This simple combination allows the body to absorb and use vitamin D more effectively, giving muscles and bones the fuel they need to remain strong. Add to this routine a portion of fruit rich in vitamin C. An orange, a guava, or even a slice of papaya can provide the shield your vessels need to stay resilient. For those who prefer vegetables in the morning, a small salad with peppers or tomatoes can serve the same role. The goal is not extravagance but consistency, allowing the invisible shield to rebuild itself day by day. Through the course of the day, bring in the spark of vitamin B1. Whole grains such as brown rice or oats, legumes like beans and lentils, lean meats, fish, or eggs can all provide the steady flame of energy that B1 ignites. For those who avoid animal products, supplements may be necessary, but they should never replace the habit of building meals around whole and nourishing food. B1 works best when it is part of a balanced pattern rather than an occasional addition. A simple day might look deceptively simple. Morning sun with a light walk, breakfast of oats topped with nuts and fresh fruit, a lunch of fish or beans with whole grains and vegetables, and a dinner of eggs or lean meat with steamed greens. Within these meals lie the three nutrients, working quietly together, protecting bones, fueling nerves, and guarding vessels. No need for elaborate diets or complicated plans. The secret is hidden in habits that can be repeated easily without burden or cost. The body also gives signals to guide timing. Vitamin D prefers the morning, vitamin C can be taken throughout the day, and vitamin B1 is most effective when consumed earlier, when energy and focus are needed. Listening to these rhythms ensures that nutrients do not only enter the body, but are used in harmony with its natural cycle. Beyond food and supplements, the practice of observation becomes essential. Pay attention to the whispers. If fatigue lingers even after rest, if joints ache more than before, if memory feels uncertain, these are not simply signs of age. They may be reminders that the harmony has slipped. Adjust meals, step into the sunlight, choose whole foods over refined ones, and notice how the body responds. The transformation may not arrive overnight, but within weeks the changes become tangible. A quiet return of strength and clarity. Bringing these nutrients into life is less about discipline and more about awareness. It is about recognizing that every meal is an opportunity, every morning a gift of light, every choice a chance to sustain vitality. After 60, when every ounce of energy matters, these small habits carry the weight of years. The secret is not in doing everything at once, but in building a rhythm, a daily pattern that the body can trust. Over time, these simple steps form a shield, a flame, a light, and together they preserve the strength that age alone cannot take away. The journey through these nutrients may seem simple, yet the truth is that simplicity often hides the greatest power. After 60, many men resign themselves to weakness, fatigue, and fading vitality as if it were a law written in stone. But what we have uncovered shows another path, one where the body still holds the capacity for renewal, provided it is given what it quietly longs for. Vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamin B1 are not exotic medicines or unreachable treasures. They are threads woven into everyday life, waiting only to be noticed and embraced. The secret lies not in seeking youth again, but in sustaining the vitality that age tries to erode. Sunlight in the morning is not just light, it is strength awakening beneath the skin. A piece of fruit is not just food, it is a shield guarding vessels and preserving energy. A bowl of grains or a simple egg is not just a meal, it is a flame that keeps the mind clear and the muscles alive. When seen through this lens, every ordinary act becomes extraordinary. Every habit becomes a form of nourishment far beyond calories. There will always be voices that say decline is inevitable, that nothing can be done, that after a certain age life must slow into frailty. Yet history and science whisper a different story. They show us men and women who remain strong, resilient, and full of life well into their later years, not because they defied time, but because they understood how to live in harmony with it. They listened to their bodies, honored its needs, and allowed the silent guardians of health to do their work. And so the question that remains is not whether aging will come, but how we will meet it. Will we surrender to the erosion, or will we respond with care, with intention, with the quiet strength that comes from simple choices repeated daily? Each sunrise offers an invitation, each meal an opportunity, each moment of awareness a chance to protect the flame of life. Perhaps the greatest mystery is that vitality is never truly lost. It only waits beneath the surface, hidden but not gone. To uncover it requires neither wealth nor miracles, only the willingness to listen, to act, and to trust in the silent power of nature's gift. These nutrients are not merely substances. They are companions, guides that walk beside us as we navigate the later chapters of life. With them, the path does not darken, it brightens, carrying us forward with dignity, confidence, and strength. Let this truth linger as both a reminder and an inspiration. Age does not decide the quality of life, nourishment does. The body is not a machine destined to break, but a living symphony that can still play its song when given the right notes. And those notes are already in your hands, in the light above, in the fruits of the earth, in the grains and meals shared each day. Hold them with care, and you will find that vitality is not behind you, but still very much within you, waiting to rise again.